right to Austin, most likely flossing. Tight, exhausted, high as a forklift. Handful of goons out in Colorado. Any given afternoon, you can catch a hollow. Honestly, it's the same out in Richmond, Virginia or California. Either state, you can get it. I done seen everywhere from Russia to Delaware. Trust me, I'm well aware. Barcelona to Bel Air, Petty to the Detroit. Don't tell him he saw how heavily he balls. Every project, every seashore. And I ain't content trying to see more nomadic. I probably wind up alone. All it takes is a melody to remind me of home.
I've been to New York,
come on,
Texas, yeah, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California. Cause there's no place like California. California, ATL, MIA, DMV, all reminds me of California. Cause there's no place like California. California,
California, no place like California.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. One team comes in off a victory, the other comes in off a defeat. With that, let's get you up to Seattle. We're standing by are our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Tonight, we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. And this offense often hinges on one of the best tight ends in the league, and that's Jimmy Graham.
I think he made up for lost time when he got to the NFL because in college, he was mainly a basketball player, a defender who couldn't score. Now he's flipped it around in the NFL. Every time he touches the ball, he's a threat to score.
And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. In motion is the tight end, Graham. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Back to throw again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
No matter what defense is called versus a running play, linebackers are telling the defensive guys up front, you take care of the offensive line, keep us uncovered, let us run to the ball, we'll make big plays. Well, that paid off there. All the guys up front, the big fellas, they controlled the 5 offensive linemen. That allowed the linebackers to see the openings, sprint through the gap, and snuff that play out in a hurry.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Wilson firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. And a look at Seattle's defense.
When Bobby Wagner's career is said and done, people are going to look back and say he was an absolute steal in the NFL draft. A Pro Bowl player for any team.
5 yards to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson buying time to his left. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll drop the throw. It's caught outright by Graham. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
In the slot on the right is Graham. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it'll be 2nd and 10. Well, he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of just been driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? Because that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy-bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love it.
The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. They'll look to throw again. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Halfback sent in motion. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
With it is Jackson. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And Nelson's got it here right side. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. Well, still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. They'll come out in the pistol. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And he's got Gresham. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Wilson on 1st down. And that's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Second and 10, it's Wilson again. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Second and 10 now, Wilson. That is incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
I remember growing up playing basketball, my coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. But guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen, screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they were able to react and knock the ball away.
Again, Wilson. And that will be incomplete as well. Martellus Bennett, the intended receiver. And that's going to make it 4th down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, this from 46. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses have we talked to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they've wanted to.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. It's a gain of 7, and that'll lead here to a third down.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He'll dump it off to Procise. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he slings one that's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Ten yards still left on second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third.
All right, here we go. Detroit!
They'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 18 yards there and a first down.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
Complete. Richardson has it. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Back to throw again. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Canadian-born punter, John Ryan, to kick it away for Seattle. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. But good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
Now Wilson down around his goal line. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. I think you'd have to say this crowd here in Seattle, this 12th man had something to do with that.
As well as the architect of this stadium. Combined with this crowd noise, makes it very difficult to run offense. And here, 2 points result for the defense.
It is deafening in here. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's caught on the left side by Curse. So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Shift together here from the D-line. They go nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Look at the big man rumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
Second and 10 now. Wilson looking for Floyd, and it's intercepted. Picked up by who else? The former Cardinal, Patrick Peterson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There's a reason that quarterbacks hate to see Patrick Peterson on the other end, isn't there?
That's because they feel like they should be throwing the football or handing it to him. He looks like an offensive player, but he plays the corner as well as anyone in the league.
And tough starting field position here. Again, we'll see the pistol here. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man. Complete. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 49 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Escaping the pressure right. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
They'll come out in the pistol. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Brandon, what we just saw there is something we hear from coaches throughout the league. How are you going to defend what they call the moment of truth ball, meaning a 50-50? The ball's in the air, defender's there, receiver's there. Who's going to make a play on the football? And in this case, the defensive guys actually got it done and knocked it away.
They'll look to throw. And he's got Lockett. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Back to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for third down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. C.J. Prosise, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And that makes it a 9-point game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Caught left side. Bennett. Give him 3 on the play, and it's a second down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. On second down, here's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Nearly lost the football, but kept it after the fumble, but now they face a third down. Third and long. It's Wilson. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On 1st down, Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it, and that's caught inside the 30. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. On the return, here's Dree Archer. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On second down, Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cliff Averill in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On third down, Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Here's Drew Butler now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Jackson. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
But we just saw him run the football really effectively there with 3 tight ends in the game. And any defensive coordinator, when they see that set, if they can get more bodies out onto the field, not more than 11, of course, but bigger bodies to combat what they're going to do, because that's a run-heavy formation. Those guys are out there to block 9 times out of 10, and in this case, they did it really successfully.
Deep drop, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. An extra DB added here for the Cards on third.
Blitzer play coverage.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And this one is right through. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So put another 3 on the board. And all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And his throw is incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He's got time in the pocket, and he comes back with one complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. And he knocks it through. That makes it a 5-point ball game. It's 15-10 now. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get free, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And he's got some space here. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. As an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Now to return, this is David Johnson. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they wanted to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
They were trying to get it there to Michael Floyd. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. It's caught. Nelson. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
One receiver left, 3 to the right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw again is Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. Back to throw now on first down. And he fires one incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. He hits Baldwin right side. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it. It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Looking deep downfield. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by who else? The former Cardinal, Patrick Peterson. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jermaine Kearse, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the INT. And over the middle to the tight end, Bennett. 20 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Cardinals a first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Surveying the field. Now he'll turn and throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left. Hey, 4 down.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be third down. And now they're in the hurry-up. On third down, Wilson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
No matter how you evaluate quarterbacks, at some point arm strength is going to come into the conversation. I'm really impressed by what I saw on that throw on the out route.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 20 that time. And that'll be good for an Arizona first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Back to throw here. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And quickly they get to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And now here's another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be 2nd and very short, and the offense moving quickly to the line. That one looks like he'll throw here. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Did you hear that? You hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now. She's going.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late.
And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They take over with great field position. They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it, but the key word there is should. You never know here.
You never know. That's the exact play that should happen. Some people like stats. You know, some people like to put more things up on the board, but kneel down is usually the right play here.
We'll see what they do in this situation. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Third and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. This complete to Lockett. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up fourth down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies.
And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And his kick here is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Second down, here's Wilson. Now a desperation. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And give him a gain of 37. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Defense showing blitz. And they will take a knee here. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On second down, Wilson. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And this is one of those, Charles, as broadcasters, we dread a little bit. We had to go deep into the stat sheets and notebooks to find stuff to talk about.
I hope you didn't notice, but I was stealing your notes as the game went along. I was like, Brandon was ready to go. Plenty of information. I started stealing from page 15 and 16 before you even looked down.
So for the Seahawks, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Arizona, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.